It's in greater quality now. There you go. 1080p, 60 FPS. Good. Greater quality now. All right. Just gonna. Just going to. Sorry. That'll do it. Wait. Let me go ahead and delete the last live stream because because that was just a. It was on low quality before, and I decided to just stream it in high quality. All right, now we can continue. Escape. I am who? I am your brother. Do you know the Social Security numbers for I am? Do you have an I am in your? I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4. Something beeping? Guys, I have to hold the stream from there's a high pitched noise that is like constantly beeping over and over again. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm gonna go check or I don't know. I'll go see. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me turn off my freaking. You hearing this? I don't know what that is. Hold on. Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared what's gonna happen. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I just realized. Hold on. I just realized my alarm system is like rapidly beeping. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna show the video to you of what's happening right now. But I am dead serious. I am hearing like rapid beeps. I'll show the video to you right now. Just give me a moment. I have to import this to iCloud Drive. There we go. There we go. It's there. Video capture device. No. Video. Media source. There we go. Starting to hear it. Wait, I can't hear it though. Hold on. That's the wrong one. No. Monitor on only. It's oops. Clockwise. There we go. That's my ADT thing, and look what it's doing. That's what it's doing. It's still going. It's still going. I still have this in my This thing won't stop beeping. I don't know how to turn this off. I mean, there's an off button, but I'm afraid that might do something else. Guys, I don't know how to turn this off. I mean, the off button would work, but I'm afraid it might turn the alarm off too. You know, I don't give a shit. I know that my dad wakes up somewhere around 3:40 a.m. or something like that to go to work, and he'll probably turn it off. He'll probably turn it off. Sorry about that. I was just nervous about the freaking alarm system. It was so stupid. All right, I gotta get back to the game now. All right, we're gonna continue with the game.
Push them. And in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give.
Let me turn on noise gate so I had to hear my noises.
Give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Say 56 years ago. G Partition Corp. I hate Mondays. A Garfield reference. I have seen this game before, and I forgot about it. It's been like years since I've seen this game, but I forgot about it. So, yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, I can't freaking.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
See, I could do that, but I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that ending. I'm just gonna do like everything normal. What's this? Can I turn every computer off in this room? That's also an achievement there. 430, I think. How do I zoom in? Right, this random door there. Cool. Cool art.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I can't
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Also, Jim hungry. What is it about the place, the weeks I've spent,
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously...
So many freaking dialogue.
Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, some paintings. I mean, you could do that thing from Portal, too. Stare at a painting and then just...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
There is a thing where you can cheat in this game, but you... Like, there's a... Oh, wait, the tilde didn't work.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Yes.
When a long time had passed and
This is the dialogue.
he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
The game was trying to send me a message. What do you mean? I could play some more music. Any more dialogue? Any more dialogue? Whatever.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. Slow thingy-majiggy there. Yes.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I saw like Stanley Parable gameplay from Markiplier back then. Not the Ultra, but the original one.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do.
A lot of people made a jump function to
you
this
something
game,
beautiful.
like a mod.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The pen is blue!
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
The pen is blue! Royal blue!
I think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Royal blue.
Stanley,
I've seen this.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I see vehicles, skill trees. Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
You
far.
can't jump. No, seriously, we just saved it. What?
Take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
But which one do I go? I'll go for this one.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
The alarm system is still beeping.
I'm looking for some real critical...
It's low battery.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
Markiplier's
Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I...
I could reference Markiplier all day long.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
I felt it in my soul.
That, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
See what happens if I keep spamming the space bar? Is he gonna do another another shitty achievement? Me? No, I don't. Just kidding. I think all those are like real people. 1.3, a player skipped a dead rat. I'm gonna go to you. And then he's like,
competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors. Again, honest answers, please.
Yo, you ranked me lowest.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back
I'm playing like, I'm gonna attempt to play all the freaking
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperate
4 hours of this.
endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course,
Don't worry, you'll be able to jump.
It only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What do I do? I have to hear this for 4 hours. This is what I have to do for 4 hours. I'm not joking. And I think after like 2 hours or something like that, I do 2 tasks at once by not, you know. I think there's an achievement for this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it. I'm not playing this game for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it for a stream
out of ideas. I can't
one day, and I'll get a checkpoint.
might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it.
So I looked it up, and the alarm thing said, like, you know, it's in a terrible condition, or the batteries are low.
Aha!
What the fuck is this?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I think the next one is Rocket League, I think.
But it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians.
What is this game?
From up high in your prison, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience. Total mental.
Who fires the watches the fire? Wait, what the?
Everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems
Is
as
that
if
S again?
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I have no idea what this is. That's the Minecraft door noise. Still can't jump. What is this game? Is this Rust or something? Oh, what? Ass. Going the wrong way. I don't get an achievement for going the wrong way. Are you kidding me? Blocked by propane tanks.
Oh no. No. It can't.
No. What? What?
It is. It's an open world game.
Jonesy like
God, quickly block it off. Oh,
game.
goodness. What a close call.
Firewatch. Oh, it's Firewatch.
That
I never heard of Firewatch.
big open.
I mean, maybe I heard of it before. I don't know.
All wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
The next one is like Rocket
Something
League.
with walls. Something with nice, big.
I've seen the gameplay before, but it's been like a year or two.
Hey, I think this.
Maybe somewhere in 2023. I don't know. Yeah. See, I told you.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly
Wonderful.
what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't
This is
any
boring.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will
didn't know
be
Rocket League was a
phenomenally
frickin'.
impressed.
You sure they own this game?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
It might fall down
There are
the
lots
hole.
of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Look what's there. Look what's on the frickin'.
We shall run the bases and
Look
do
what's on the thing.
together.
Look what's on the thing.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah. Wait, no. Let me score into my own goal. Oh my God! It feels like I'm playing.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I won.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple
I'm gonna wait for you to stop
for
talking.
an
before I
even
go
more
jump in here.
euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I'm. What?
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Are you kidding me? I was about to freaking fall down that hole.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More balls. Yes. I think the Stanley Parable game, you have Minecraft and Portal. Of course. Wait, I'm having so much fun. This game's already boring. I'm sorry.
Is this a real video game?
I'm having
Well, I
fun.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's
What?
right. Your little fun comes to an end. This
Oh,
is
now I get to fall in the hole.
say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
See,
This-
you.
You need someone like
You're
me
mean.
to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either.
You're so mean.
Bye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
You're so mean. Look, the all walking feature. Right. So now I get to jump in the hole. I mean, walk into the hole.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Whoa. Mr. Whoa.
I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I guess he's gone. Oh, look, another gop. Someone splooged. Oh my god. Is there a way out? I don't like how the game is like dark and scary and Roy gods. That's the 2 doors. I never actually played this version of Stanley Parable. I think it was like way shorter. There's the old house. And then I go back and it's just gonna cut to black.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to
I remember this.
He needs me.
Hold on.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Achievement?
Very soon. I can wait.
Achievement? No achievement? What? No achievement?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Son of a
What could
gun.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sundar of a bitch.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
what?
left.
I'm gonna
This was
go
not the correct way
right
to
again.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
See if there's any more dialogue to this.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
What is that on?
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this
It's a
detour
screen.
on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
It's gonna be different dialogue.
Yes.
No?
Really worth it being here in the... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
When do I get my achievements? I think there's 11 achievements to this game. Yeah, there's 11 achievements. Get your first achievement. Test achievement, please ignore. Setting goals champion, speed run, commitment, and super go outside. It's also global achievements. Oh, no, that's the same thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
One more time on this one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story...
Oh, yeah. We should probably jump off this thing again.
Really?
Walk off this thing,
In the
anyway.
middle of something, do you have zero
This time I will
consideration for others? Are you that
follow him.
convinced that I want something bad
His
to happen
directions.
to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Just in case you're wondering, the alarm is still beeping.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
What a mercy.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't
It's
it?
down here.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually
You can trigger all the dialogue in this one. I wonder how long is this? It's gonna say something else?
No, wait. Where are you going?
I like how it goes to a bloom effect as soon as I... If we die, we're gonna restart the game.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
No!
No! What are you talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
We'll walk our wave ass back. We're gonna get so many freaking...
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I'm triggering all the dialogue here. Okay, it's nothing else. You will die. I'm so scared. How do you... Wait, how do you freaking... Accessibility here. Suicide, trauma, and mental health issues. What is reticle? Oh. Just a... Whatever. Trigger another dialogue. Gonna say something. Say something, I'm going back down.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
And then go back here. What the hell's that? What the frick is that? That's a weird looking picture. No dialogue there. Okay, well, whatever. The sudden voice of the narrator is almost like a jump scare. Please, Stanley, no! I think,
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Let me... We're ready. Let me go back downstairs again. This game is gonna take for a long time for me to get here. I just want to trigger all this stuff. Huh? It's all the way out of the top now. Can I get through this room? Alright. Sorry. I don't know if the microphone heard that. I hope the microphone didn't hear that. Oh. Alright. Let me think about this one. Thought about it!
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Wait, what? No dialogue here?
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both...
More dialogue.
We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I'm getting bored.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Moving really slow.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
If we die, we go back. About to say that. Anyways, what words are gonna say to me, narrator? None? Alright.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
This is gonna take a while.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally
Picture's
see
still the
what I'm
same.
talking about.
And then I just return and there's more dialogue, right?
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
No, perhaps not. That's black ink.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
This is a sad part of the game. Like, don't ever... Your life depends on just don't commit suicide. Thought about it!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just want... You actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Teasing you? What the heck? Or are you just teasing me? Yes. So you're gonna say something again?
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Same splatter of colors there. I'm just teasing you. Hey, what is that? What is that in that box there? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, excuse me. Do whatever the hell you want, Stan. Your last words of encouragement, Mr. Narrator. Waiting for your dialogue. None. Okay.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Let's just say cats have 9 lives. We have like...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Actually, you know
Stanley
what?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I broke the game.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
I think if you press
What do you think
yes,
would have
I think if you
happened
press
if you
yes,
told me that you wanted
you
this
stay
to
here for a
stop?
long time.
Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even...
Or maybe it's the no, which is like, yeah.
Just to have heard all the narration. Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just
Never mind.
played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I think that's it. Yeah. Let's try the other option.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
You have to fidget with the controller.
at first,
By
Stanley
the way, as you may know, the alarm is still beeping.
realized it was part of the game's
It's low battery.
long. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart
Yes!
any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these
Start
points,
button, you mean the begin game again
all
button?
of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what's
Oh wait, no. Is it gonna take me to that room
You are literally
where
unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh no.
This was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Sister in this
The
white
truth must be told,
void.
very old, and was quite particular particularly gangly.
I thought like the dialogue was gonna chase.
He pushed them like some...
Oh, he's roasting Stanley.
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why
What was that? To function.
and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Good song. Rewind. Still waiting at this freaking white void. No one's watching me through that window. Okay, this is still going on. Afraid there might be a jump scare much. Duracell, not for retail sale. Alkaline made in China. This almost sounds like one of those Spanish guitars that did the Nokia theme. Almost reminds you of that. Does this really go on for like ever? Is this gonna loop? Oh? Radio stopped working? Hello? What if I... Alright, I'm just gonna restart. I'm sorry. What... I guess that's it. I don't know. Hey, look, it's the orders.
All of his
There
coworkers
they
were
are.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Lost type in text for this game. Alright, I'm gonna try to write door one more time.
Set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It could come back to that one. Whatever.
And so he detoured
Actually, you know-
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
You know what? No. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
For
decided
some reason, it changed the...
perhaps he had simply... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
convenient.
he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
That's sexually. Shut up, bud.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Did both doors close or something?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
I think it's a mannequin.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
your damn
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Sorry.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Death of a man. Good morning, Miss.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Terrible house this is. Please press X.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press P.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First,
sorry, I really like the Markiplier video.
He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
The clock is actually freaking working.
Last choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with...
How do you activate the Stanley Parable 2?
Destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would
New content door. Okay. So to achieve it, I'm supposed to
surely there's an answer down some new path.
Achieve a new content door.
Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
I
The
am
more he forgets which
so
life.
wasted right now.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to
The alarm is still
He won't
beeping.
stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do I do it? You said do not do it. You mean that there's no dialogue? There's no dialogue. Narrator. 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 I'm not doing it. I'm doing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll
You aren't speaking whenever I don't do it.
He's electing to kill himself.
Oh, come on, not again.
To see what I see. How can I make
No,
him
not
look at
not the suicide thing again.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
Oh my god.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Story, Mark.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too
How many freaking dialogue?
like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
What?
This made him smile.
What?
At last, proof that he was human.
I started to bleed a little.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, see the next one where I have to like pull the freaking plug on the phone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Oh no 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 no.
Supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow
That'd be a boring ending.
action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if you
I thought this was going to be
it can also
reanimated.
be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent.
I'd rather not do
Making
that.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
That was a quick practice.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to
More
wonder
than
if
8
your choices
twists.
are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to
It's low
test
quality.
and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Used in the original Stanley Parable game.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good
Options.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
This game was the original Stanley Parable made before the real-time corruptions.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What if Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe becomes a friggin' VR game? I'm just saying.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of doors, he entered the door on his left.
Durr.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Like a fever dream. No! No!
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game
let me jump.
left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that.
Everything is okay. It's like it's...
Its impossibility. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To wait?
Oh, that's at the red door from the...
No. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Cabal planning.
I have to.
This game is so cool.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so
Where's that
clever.
light coming from?
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
I think if I go to the right again, it just...
up to the task. Just follow my lead.
if I go to the...
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think if I go to the right, it's just kind of like, you cut the game off and it's just, you know. No! I'm gonna hear that again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
There was
to
a glitch
discover
there.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Oh, wait, hold on a
Stanley wondered
second.
in disbelief who orchestrated this.
I think this is the real ending.
With a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Dude,
and
what
beyond
the
all
frick?
probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer.
Why is there a gun on a panda?
Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw
My microphone
within
on?
himself the courage to face the unknown.
I don't think my microphone's gonna
Drew a
be...
sharp breath, and then spoke the code.
No. I'm never gonna do it. Don't make me.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver
Hello?
there on the wall.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
I typed it.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm pressing speak. I'm pressing...
You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you
the
this
most expensive boss.
to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted.
Hell you want?
This way. Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, that's the ending.
Hello?
Hello?
Is everything okay?
So I have to wait until the credits show up or the frickin'
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Sorry, Leroy.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what...
Sorry, Leroy. Just stopped.
Take as much time as you need.
She's met. No?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
What? Oh, he's playing solitaire. Solitaire on the computer.
When Stanley came to
Alright,
a
I
set
think
of
that's all the
two open doors,
Oh, wait, there's one more.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Different
And here
one.
it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room.
This becomes like
This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Boom! Sexy lady.
But eager to get back
Again,
to business,
why-
Stanley took the first open door.
Saying Stanley is like freaking sexually addicted to the dick in a group. This freaking piece of junk.
to the opposite door
No!
on track.
No!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Yeah, there's even more to this.
About and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
No. I love how he says that.
It was to the right. What was I thinking? It's clearly...
Fragile. That's the same fragile. I got Amazon and all that.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
How if you stay here?
No.
This is fine.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed
No.
to... This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh... Who am I fired? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
What is that?
How about, rather than
What
waste
in
my
the
time
world is
trying to
that?
salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the
What's that
beginning.
jumble of letters?
Suppose we don't...
What is that?
Far off track.
What is that?
Okay. From the top.
Jumble of colored letters. Letters.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is that? Knowing your city. What city? The chicken city?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did
Something change.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back
Words.
in the room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
Oversight committee.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
A lot of misspellings on this
just a
by
minute ago.
Winkham.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Wickham Steve.
Okay, then.
Wickenburg Canyon High.
Come, Stanley. Let's find
that-
the story.
Is that the Minecraft sound again? What's over here? Over here. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Yep, this is absolutely boring. I think he says that.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there
adventure line
definitely
comes in,
was
I
a
think.
story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
It's going in circles.
It's gotta be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's
I might
worse.
be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yes. Let me in. Thank you. That cup spill last time? I don't remember. It was always there.
Aha! I knew
Here
it
it
was
comes.
something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story.
Mind.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Where did the door go?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid
Already
off.
got to the real ending. Come on.
Oh, no. No, I don't
I'm
feel
the right.
bad
I'm the
about
best.
this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place
Sorry.
is. I don't care
can.
what might happen this time.
I have to restart.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How
He was
simple.
playing solitaire.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward,
Yes.
Stanley, to destiny.
Yes.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like
A
to...
bit controversial.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, there's the music.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make
How?
Study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
How?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line.
No.
Waiting for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing? Oh. Line. How could you have done this to us?
Trademark.
We trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Restart.
Restart.
Onwards.
You know what, Stanley?
Damn it.
Forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
We're
intelligent people, right?
Let me get on this
Why don't
freaking
we
desk
make
again.
Our own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley.
What's the name? Lavon or something?
A new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
Kavar?
want our story
Kavan?
to be?
Kavan?
Go wild. Use your
Jimmy?
imagination.
I don't know what his name is.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again.
Not you, TM.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's TM. Yep. The Batman TM.
Choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity.
I think in part 2 we're gonna check out
I need a minute to
that
think. Just walk
new-
in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead,
rather not.
which means that somewhere, the place where
It's for
we're
an
trying to
achievement.
go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
papers.
corresponds
No girls.
counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door
Company name
lead us
Tax-
to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Of course, these Easter
Another
eggs.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
frick is the-
awaits.
H to six and H's? What? Why? Wait. Why 6 and H? What is? What's over here? It's all the same crap. All right.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
8 times?
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then
Enter
what?
black space 1,
Am I
enter black
just
find a
supposed to
bookstore, get
forget?
bored, and leave.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Make up a story here.
Wall. Well,
I think
who
of you an
consulted
ending
me?
schedule.
Why don't I get to
Previous
decide?
restarts.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be.
Nonsense philosophy and
want it to
music.
be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean
Reverse signal.
we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it
It's a
is.
single
that
chair
we
here, dude.
schedule? How would we even...
New liminal space thing.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Loud sound
Not
warning.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're
Loud
always
sound
saying
warning.
that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? I don't know what that sound is. Has anything to do with that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think the adventure line appear. Oh, there it is. That's for part 2. That's for part 2. Oh, and there's the adventure line. It's the Markiplier.
When Stanley came to a set
Okay,
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think that's all the right door endings. I think. So yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
unbelievable, maybe we're all
disbelief,
time
Stanley
today.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
His PowerPoint presentations. Help, I'm a post-it. It just has a slick blue graphic on the head ever and supposed on bevel and all the text. Yeah, everything is okay. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Is there more slides? Number of slides on this slide. That makes no sense. Oh, charts and slides? Wait. The internet sleep? More sleep? Rate of increase of graphs per slide. Oh my god. Boss appreciation minute. Talk about top things, 20 things you like about your boss. There's a conflict. You ever find yourself in a conflict with another employee? Why do we hire you? Less air. Hope. A boat. Mitosis? Comatose? Metamorphosis? Metamorphosis. Yes. Is there an achievement for that? Oh wait, beat the game. That's the Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. That's a real thing? Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. What, for 24 hours? This feels like... Dude. These achievements, the Super Go Outside, don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. And the commitment... Those sound like Fluxus plays. Those look like Fluxus plays. I'm just saying. Okay, I thought there was an achievement for that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that's it's the looping ending. I know what that is. I'm not gonna risk my life for that one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8.
Oops.
Stanley just sat around, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons.
Stanley just sat around.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Really dark.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of the job. Why did he feel this now?
I think in the one where you have to go to that
to him.
thing where it says
This
escape,
question would not go unanswered
you
for
see
long.
like all the spoilers and all that jazz.
Stanley walked straight ahead through
Yeah,
the
we're gonna go there.
red
Part 2 or part 3.
facility.
Can I save the game? No.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Employee fired.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Employee 430. It's the face punch logo.
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
Yeah, 430. No.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
I think beating the Stanley Parable game
Had he truly spent his
is
entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
apparently there's a YouTube link
The reality of
here.
his past began to sink in.
If I press on, but I'm gonna press off. Achievement.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Is it over?
Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated...
Sorry if the music is like very low. Increase the volume of this piece of shit.
the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
I like this part of the
His
game.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is that the house that I just went to? Where I quote-unquote won?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
There we go.
All of his co-workers were
Before we do that other ending, the power
Stanley
on.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Set
simply
new content thing. Yep, that's gonna be there the entire time. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What in the world? Man, what in the world?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I saw that this is like a interesting reference to something, but I don't know. Oh, that door just closed.
Stepping into it.
There we go. Door's closed now. Okay, it just changed again. This says 416 again. Seeing something like this is like, it's scary. Oh, that's like an interesting painting of an eye. Eh? What? Okay. I mean, usually there was like a white line.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be
dialogue?
all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, sorry, my freaking headphones blew off. Slipped off of my head.
The lights were
I heard if you stay here,
packed with television screens.
you stay here for a long time, you get, like,
Stanley thought to
a
himself,
freaking colorful
did he have
thingy.
the strength to find out.
A colorful party.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
528. I don't know what that says.
This mind control
freaking
facility, it was too
furniture thing?
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much
Having
that
mind
machine
control.
can do.
I think
You
there's
were
like a
supposed
YouTube
to
link
let it
on the
go.
top right.
Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you
Guys,
do.
no matter what you do, you can't
this
this game.
pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, now you tell me.
This machine is activated without proper DNA identification. Nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until...
Oh, excuse me. Let's say
say
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making
Yeah,
it
see?
a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Look at a random link
The
there.
star. It's your story now.
I forgot what that leads to.
Desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left
My
to enjoy
cursor
it.
appeared.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Red!
This means I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing every...
Aerial not accessed.
I have to say
Broke
this.
the game.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
have
wrested
3
away
attempts
from you,
remaining.
it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next
Maybe
go
backup power.
will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
No.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's
Just
the matter,
oh,
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
Fail safe. Like it's
these numbered buttons, no, these colored buttons, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
this is 2.
Stanley, you're in for quite a
10.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action.
That looks like a freaking Satan symbol.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
Goodbye, Employee 67.
take a look
Oh,
at
well, they all say that.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
Turn it off.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I died. Yeah, no matter what you do, you can't you can't beat the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
I don't know what to do now.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he...
It's freaking like Silent Hill PT.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously.
I'm dreaming! Oh.
Moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered
By the way, the music that you hear, like, at the end of this, man, and it kind of sounds like Terry Riley's In C.
Thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Such a cool game.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What a sad ending there. With like some, and with music in C major.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
what have I
entered
not
the door
done?
on his left.
What have I not done? You could have done the... You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it here, because... You know... I'm gonna get an achievement for going into part 2. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. It's 12:16 a.m. apparently. Wait, it's 12:16. Thought it started at 12 o'clock. Whatever. November 1st. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end here. Thank you guys for being here. I hope. See you guys sometime.